Here's New Zealand, and that area of ocean bottom features that I claim are the inside of a vortex that's rotating. You can see the rotation and the wrapping around here, and this is the wrapping around part is what is very important to notice. But okay, in plate tectonics, you have a mid-Atlantic ridge here that's pushing this plate this way, right? And then pushing the other one the other way, separating South and North America from Africa, according to plate tectonics. And they are sure of this. But the problem is that on the other side of the Pacific plate, I have this area that looks like a vortex, and there's pretty much no way of disputing that these two sat in each other. And you'll see why right now, because you see this triangular piece right here and this one. When I line it up in here, you can see that this lines up here. And then you can see that over here there's this round feature on South America that's unusual, and I'm sure people wondered why this is round when the rest of the continent is not round like that. Well, here's the reason why it's round, because this is what made it. Spinning vortex. You can see that. You can see even fits into the Amazon River. And you can see that there's other alignments here. You can see there are similarities here with the Amazon River, like that. You got these electrical discharge patterns running very similar to this right here. It's because there's a relationship between this vortex and electricity, and that Amazon River is not gravity fed, and it's not made from erosion. I can tell you that right now. So anyways, you can see that alignment. Here's our wave. Everything's lining up like it should, and this vortex moves, well, it's moving up here. So the next stop, you look at that and you can tell this giant gorge, this canyon or whatever here, is obviously made by this, because you can see the thickness here of the centerpiece, and lo and behold, well, that's the same thing as this, and shape too the same. You can see that these little, like a saw blade, saw blades rotate, right? You can see the little lines here, and there's our saw blade. I mean, I'm just figuratively speaking, but you can see what I'm saying, right? And then as that fits in here and that fits in here, you got this thing right here fitting in here. You can even see that it's slid out, right? And then we got more features here lining up with the Amazon River. Yep, they do right there. It just does. It always does. If it doesn't, move it around. You'll see it will. It'll fit somewhere else. And of course it fits even here, right there. And it's going to fit everywhere, because it's made this. It's just that easy. It's going to fit in there, like this. It's probably going to even flip-flop in here. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. But you can see this is lining up in here. This thing's, everything came out of it. That's because this sat here and everything cooked right out of this thing. Okay? You see that this distance is the same and the width is the same. This is the same here. And as you can see, this is similar here. Okay, so then I'm going to move it up more. Boy, this thing's everywhere. Okay, so I move it up a little more. From here to there. And then I think it looks like it tracks along. It might even track along this, because it does seem to be similar. But it also doesn't. It also does the other things too at the same time. So this, you see how there's an arch here in Cuba? Well, you can see that fits in here, and just like in that round area down here, you can see that this is obviously a reoccurring pattern right here, like this with these two. So because it does the same thing, it fits here the same way as it fits in here, and it's going to, no matter who looks at it and what program they use. So you can see, okay, you can see we've got this here. Okay, I'm going to continue on up, and you'll notice that this area's got this line right here. You can see that it's similar to this in the size and all that, and this. And you're going to see as it's here, okay, you can see it as I move it up. Here's that line right here, and it's snaking on through as this is hitting Florida. See what we got here? Another round feature. Oh my god, this thing's such a pain in the ass. Okay, so as you see that these alignments right here are good, right? That's pretty solid. I mean, I wonder if there's anybody out there who thinks this does not line up, because there's multiple alignments. Oh my god, this thing is so... here's that wave. Okay, there's a tunnel in here. I know there is, because you can see it here. Yeah, I can see the reoccurring patterns of a tunnel. It's like building up to a tunnel. Look at that, how that fits in there so good. And you got this. Wow. And I know that island off of India is going to fit in here, because that fits in this other area. This is crazy. Watch. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. So this goes up in here, and you see this line right here going up. Into here, okay. You can see that it fits in around this. Okay. And that, look at that, how good that fits right there. Let me back out. So it looks like this. Oops. And this is, look, right here is Florida, going right into the eye of this vortex, and you can see the features that made Florida right here, and it made this area too around it. Okay, Florida is now inside the barrel of this wave. Actually, it's being made. This is how it's being made, and it squeezes it out right here at the other end, out of the tunnel. Here's your alignment. Here's your perfect alignment. You see these two dots right there? See how that fits the whole thing? I should get the other copy where this is not all chewed up, and you'd see it even better. So, and then Florida fits in here, all the way up to the tip, and you can see what made its features. You can see you can see these dots right here, right? You see that they line up. You can see this round part right here fits in here. Here's another one of those volcanoes that made this area, the features on it. So now you got this pouring over it or something. There's what made that tip right there. And here comes Florida. But see, look, and then so all this is going on here. Look at that right here. And then I believe this flips over. But now we're getting to the curvature of the planet and screwing everything up. But you can still see the features here in the middle, and you can see our vortex here, sideways, I guess. You can just tell it's spinning and all that crap. And then this is also off by the curvature of the planet too. But there's something with this that I think is related to the other end. Okay, so now you can see that on the straight on shot, this is going to make more sense. Okay, I'm going to go over this more of a straight on shot of North America, because the last image was more of a straight on shot of Central America. So this way you can see the better accuracy as this is coming up. This vortex right here spinning around. Gulf of Mexico. Of course there's Florida. It always does that. Hold on. Florida's coming out of the, well, this right here area. And you can see that the Gulf of Mexico, what made it, is the same thing. See how this lines up with it? Here's Florida getting its land features, twisting and turning. You can see that it came in and then this slides up that way. See how it fits there? And then this comes in and you can tell that it continues on to the, and it's what causes that point right there. See how Florida just keeps lining up with these bumps and stuff over and over again? See how that features just fit right in there naturally? It's almost like this is pouring in there too. It's kind of crazy. Look at Gulf of Mexico. And then here's what's interesting. I noticed that a while ago I seen these marks here, and it's made me think of a hinge, like a door hinge, and that rotation right here. So something would have to like a pin or something would fit in there, and something would wrap around this. I know there's people that are going to say, oh, no way, but you know what? It's actually right. It's what happened. Because there's an unfolding that happened, and you can see this hooks around it. And then I believe these spin the opposite way. So you got this. You can see it. It's hooking around it. This opening too. That's crazy. So then let's go ahead and flip it around and see what happens. Okay, so now we're flipped around. So here's that vortex again, and the tunnel and the tube and whatever. And it flips around right about in here. and you'll notice that what made Florida is responsible for this, and California. So see how that fits into there? Here's that rotation again. I don't know if maybe you don't understand what's going on, but at one time I think these continents were round like a tunnel, like a tube. So anyways, and they come out like that. As a matter of fact, that's what do you think subduction zones are? They're not subducting. They're spitting these continents out and stuff. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now it's running up the coastline here because it flip-flopped, and it still fits over here, by the way. That's why you got it like that. It's twisting. Now it fits the same way, even though it fit here the other way. Okay, so but it's over here too, and you can see here it is fitting into there with all that stuff. Here's that part right here. See California right there. This is coming out here. Here we go, out of the tunnel. Here's the California Basin. They claim that the California Basin is made by stretching. Okay. I don't think so. I actually know what made it. So you check it out. See how it keeps just fitting in naturally? Is that wrapping around? And then wrapping around. See how that's twisting? It's like those Birkeland currents. Twisting. See how you can just tell this is it. I cannot believe that anybody would watch this and not understand what they're seeing and not think that this is related. But you'll still get people, even though nobody's seen this before, I'm showing them this for the first time, anybody on the planet. There's still going to be those guys that thumbs this down, even though this is information that nobody knows. And it's just too bad. So many people are so like unappreciative when they, I don't know what's wrong with certain people. But look how this whole thing fits into here again. Okay, this video is going to be freaking long. So you get it. You get that point. So see how it still fits? This is why, and then here you go. Here's that area again. It's just undeniable. Now, we see that, and then because it gets even better here up in Alaska, apparently. This is where we get into, there's going to be some cool stuff going on here. Look how that fits there. Also, I noticed, you see how this curves that way? If this flip-flops right here, it's going to curve that way. Okay? But here's that wave right here. See how it fits both ways. And if I take this out, we're looking at a vortex spinning. That's what you got. That's what it is. You see how it comes down to a point. And this is going to make our continents. Watch, I'll show you over and over again. Here's South America straight on, shot for accuracy. You see that? We already know about that. Fits there, fits in the round area. Fits in there, of course, and there, we know all that. But here's something else. Okay, so here's India. Here's that vortex again. Same vortex, other side of the planet now, from North America and South America. Okay, but yet that line, remember, our United States West Coast, here it is over here, doing the same thing, lining up with the point on India. You see how the wave fits into there now? And now where Florida came out, the tip of India comes out, and that island right here. So you can see that. Notice that the Himalaya mountains are the same distance as this is. And I told you that this is a cyclone that has a big opening at the top like a tornado. And here you can start to see it when I line them up. You get a three-dimensional picture when you see this. And you can see the spinning and the wrapping around taking place. Okay. See it wrapping around here. You see how it wraps around, and the size is correct. It goes from wider to narrower. That island comes out where Florida did, and then so does the tip here. And look, it just is what it is. You can see how this fits here. You see, I keep saying there's a reoccurring image of a tunnel. And you see how that fits into there, and you can see what I'm talking about. That I'm very suspicious of a tunnel in Antarctica for a reason. Not because I'm just guessing or whatever. Well, I'm seeing the reoccurring pattern of it everywhere I go. And it's telling me that there's something going on down there. Because one of the ends of our planet is probably going to have at least a tunnel. So here we go. Here it is, India fitting all the way through, lining up here. Okay, lining up again down here, I'm sure. And this lines up. It lines up everywhere because it made it. You can see that. There it goes. But you saw how it lined up with India. Well, I turned this a little bit, and India's over here now. So, but you look at that same vortex I've been telling you and showing you about, and you can see that it lines up here and now here. And you can see how okay, here's that overspill and how it's draping down. Well, the same part of the vortex. It's like it's dripping down and it's rotating with the vortex on the outside. It's coating it, I think. That's what I think is going on. And you can see, look how it always fits. It won't do this on any other planet but this one, because this is what made our planet. It's that simple. And anybody who knows anything about plate tectonics knows, they should know right now, that it's destroyed. There can be no plates. This is definitely 100%. Look how it lines up here, okay? It's 100% proof that plate tectonics is wrong. Look, the curvature right there. This is what's being sucked up and around. Look how it fits. It fits over and over again, guys. How long do you think it's going to take our science? You know, anybody watching this should know that this has to be the way it is. This does not line up like this if it wasn't. Okay, there's not a geologist on this planet, and I can tell you right now confidently, there ain't a scientist on this planet that can prove that this doesn't match up. You can see it does. And look what you can see the picture. Look, see? Over and over again. But see, if this lines up here, then this must also line up in the other areas that I was showing you with North America and South America. Okay, you know how I've pointed out that this mountain wraps over this one, and they wrap around each other and they twist. They also, you'll notice that there's a piece that's sticking off here. It's broken. It's obviously broken. And it got snapped off, and here you can see a longer piece, the ghost image of it. And I'm sure this thing moved, okay? Well, it's rotating. And you can see that in these marks right here. It's rotating and turning. That's why this looks like that. Okay? This is some twisting happening. These were not on the surface of the planet when this happened. This happened in the core. So these are probably floating in space, weightless, and this thing's rotating and spinning this thing into existence. Okay? And this is what electricity does. Electromagnetism does this. This is not the work of gravity. So I noticed that these twist around each other. Okay? Mountains don't go over one another. Not in reality, anyways. And apparently no geologist or seismologist ever happened to notice that this mountain goes over and under the other one. It didn't take me long to see it. But I also noticed that you have an image here of something very similar. You can see something's hanging down and something's wrapping around it. And as a matter of fact, you can see these loops right here, because I bet you this has a lot to do with this right here. Okay, so, but we're not looking at that right now. We're going to take this and we're going to line it up where this twisting is taking place and see if there is a match. And of course, there's a perfect match, actually, and an explanation. That broken piece underneath, you can barely see right here. You can see what happened. It got twisted and snapped off because this is Birkeland currents. This is electricity that made our planet. I don't know about the other ones, but I can tell you this made our planet. Okay? Now, hold on. Okay, so check this out. This is interesting. I bring it in. This looks like Florida, huh? Yeah, because they're related. Looks like there's a tunnel in there, too, that's been snapped off on this one. Right? You can see the little, right there in the middle. But watch. As I bring it in, here, you can see, here's Japan. What the hell is Japan doing lining up over here so well? Right along these mountains too, as a matter of fact. Isn't that a subduction zone? Yeah, see, this is a subduction zone, but it's not supposed to line up with those mountains now, is it? Like that. Because then that would mean that that's not a subduction zone. That's the other layer. By the way, does anybody want to get a geologist to come here and prove me wrong? I don't really think that's going to happen. Okay, see how that fits in there? Okay, so anyways, we bring this through, and remember this broken piece right here? Well, you can kind of start to see what's happening here. It got twisted off. You can see where it lines up. You can see these tubes too, by the way. There's something else I'm going to talk about those in another video, but there's something you should probably know about this planet that you guys don't know. You see how this is round? Well, two-dimensionally, people think that that's flat. But when this was spinning around inside the core of what is now our planet, it wasn't flat. It was three-dimensional. And watch as I bring this in. You can see this. Here's that thing hanging down. Here's that broken piece again. You see it line up? And it's wrapping around it. It's wrapping around, and you can see it broke it. You can see the break right there. This is also going to be related, I think, to the Panama Canal area, because this rotates, by the way. See, okay, so now you see it moving, and let's see, I gotta find where I'm at. So you can see the alignments here with that mountain. Remember this I told you went over and under? Well, there's more proof of that. Check this out. Look how that goes in there. This fits in here now. Actually, this fits now on the solid piece. Okay. This is a point of a short. It's like an electrical short. It couldn't be more obvious. That shit just went right out of hand. Okay. As I feed this through, you can see it's still lining up, and now it's wrapping around those mountains in South America. They're the same thickness, they're the same distance. Now you can see what's going on. You can see the story, right? Look how this fits in there now. This is wrapping around. You see with your own eyes right now. Okay? And then here's this overspill. And the Himalaya mountains fitting right in here. Perfect. And the edge. It shouldn't be, according to plate tectonics. Now you can see this, after this shorted out, all this material came out. This may be how matter is made. Who knows? This is a big deal. This isn't just about our planet. This is about our universe. Okay, you can see the overspill here. You got this hot molten matter now just being turned out here, and it's pouring down. You can see what's the beginning of the vortex and the beginning of what coated it, and made the statue, basically made statues, impressions of it, and now we live on those impressions. But I believe that this, whatever caused this, is still happening, reoccurring and increasing the planet's size possibly. I don't think our science understands how matter is created. They want to blame it on the sun and stuff like that. And it might be still the sun, but I don't think it's the way they think it is. Here, that overspill. Here we are matching up everywhere as usual. And that's this video. Okay, this is not the main one. Let's get this straight right now. This video should blow your mind. And if it doesn't blow your mind, don't watch any more of my videos, okay? Because I don't want you to. And I'm okay with that. That's not my. I don't care if you. I only want people that want to watch my videos. Watch them. The people that don't. Please don't. You don't need to know this stuff. Okay? You can go ahead and take the Kool-Aid and whatever and believe what they tell you, and we'll just go ahead and understand the truth. Here's that tunnel. There's a tunnel somewhere. Okay? This is not the main video. This is just getting you. I'm gonna take you to the main video, but you gotta see these things here. Now, look at that. It just fits. This is not an accident. This is not anything. So anyways, I'm going to try and upload this video for you guys because this is pretty cool. It's not, like I said, it's not the main one, but I don't really care anymore. You can see here we go with the wave here. Overspill. And rotation and all kinds of good stuff. Birkeland currents being pinched off. And how long do you think science is going to catch on to this? I mean, I'm right. I got this. You know, I'm not bragging, but I know this is right. Okay, and that's all that's all that matters, and that's why I'm telling people. You know, I'm showing you guys what they don't know, and probably will never teach you. That's why I could care less about a journal. I could care less about peer review, because all of that is controlling what science you get. And the truth doesn't need peer review to be the truth, and it surely doesn't need a journal, and it doesn't need the approval of the trolls that are trolling my channel. The truth is going to be the truth, and that's all that matters. See it wrapping around here? And you can't change that. I mean, it makes me sound cocky when I talk like that, but I'm just being honest. That's how you know that this is the real. You can't fight it. Look at the alignment there. It's how the truth is supposed to be. It's the deceptions that keep things going. That keeps the the mystery going. Well, there's no mystery now to our planet. And this is just the beginning. There's going to be a couple more videos that are just even better than this one, okay? So, here you go. Here's number one. Here we go, matching with that trench right there. Over and over again. Alright. Thanks for watching.